Whether it's your first time here or you're a regular here at Mr. Super Oz, I just want to thank you for tuning in to the channel. It exists because I, Oz, from the channel Mr. Super Oz, I wrote a 68-page graphic novel called Everlasting Survivors. Volume 1 is called All Day Long. If you follow the link in the description of this video, you can get yourself hats, shirts, posters, all kinds of fun things. But most importantly, you can get the story itself. And the more people that pick up the story, the greater the chances are that there can be continued adventures with these heroes. If you could, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, enjoy. So we open with a pair of losers.
Great start.
So, Funaki lost to Val Venus.
Indeed.
And Billy Kidman lost to Jamie Noble.
For sure.
So both of these guys, they're attempting to get back
That moment.
in the winner's circle.
Indeed, indeed.
I love every time you say indeed, because of the Kaientai gimmick.
Indeed.
But Billy Kidman goes over Funaki.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's fairly simple and straightforward, but the reason that Billy Kidman wins is because he is in better condition than Funaki, just aesthetically speaking.
Yeah, I get you. Fair enough.
And so Funaki is still in ring when the Tron starts showing off the MJ90 Magic, or the MJ90 Magic. There we go. Yeah, the P90X style fitness thing that what has been getting promoted throughout Smackdown. And so
who is this jacked buff guy that's clearly about to come out here?
So yes, this jacked buff guy that comes out is spotlight on the ramp.
Okay.
And so he's facing toward the stage. And so as he is flexing, he turns to the camera and we see Mark Jindrak.
Oh, okay.
And so
MJ, okay,
MJ 90.
Got it.
So he informs Funaki that Mark is able to transform his life to get him to where he needs to be. And he says, next week, I will meet you in that ring and show you why I'm magic. And that basic type of thing, right? And so it's the pomp, it's the circumstance, it's the lights.
It's the glitz, the glamour.
And it highlights his physique without making him a Lex Luger narcissist ripoff with the reflection of perfection gimmick that I never was really sold on.
Fair.
Because it was just, knockoff Lex, which was knockoff Rick Rude, which was just
knockoff.
Yeah, it's just it was just a bunch of Dollar Tree unnecessary stuff.
For sure.
So post that setup for next week.
For sure.
We have the Regal Counter Threat come out in their full strength.
Yeah.
We then go to commercial. Upon the commercial returning, upon the return from commercial, Rey Mysterio is riding out to the ring with Eddie Guerrero in a lowrider.
Nice.
Because even though Eddie wants for Chavo and Rey to be on the same page, because in his mind they're all family.
Of course.
Eddie does not hold it against Rey the fact that he beat Chavo, because Chavo's the one who instigated the...
He asked for it. He literally asked for it.
Exactly. And so the two men that are representing the Regal Counter Threat are Bishop Storm and Night Test.
Good stuff.
Because, so again, Storm, he went out and proved himself with Booker T. Booker is coming out and watching mid-match because he just feels like Storm is not being appreciated.
Of course.
But he's not the only one out there with his eyes on the match, because Chavo is up in a box seat and he's looking down on the thing,
paying close attention.
And so it's just so many plates are spinning within this. And so Eddie wins because when he notices that Chavo is up there, he once again he has that fire that Latino
gets a little angry.
Yeah, it gets hot on the collar, and so Chavo he celebrates, whereas Booker he doesn't celebrate the fact that Lance Storm lost. He shakes his head and he walks out, and so. Once all the melodrama has cooled off, we have the return of Matt Hardy and his Manitou followers. They have the trios titles, the gold and the 2 silvers.
Indeed.
But Matt he says that he says to Taz and Cole, he leans over and he says Matt Hardy version 1 gets what Matt Hardy version 1 wants.
Indeed.
And so Cole corrects Matt as he hops up on the apron. He says, I have it on good authority that the general manager did go for this, but said that Matt must defend, or Matt Crash and Shannon must defend those titles to prove their legitimacy. So Taz says, it doesn't look like they got any stiff competition here tonight, Cole, because it's just 3 local boys.
Yeah.
And Matt, Crash, and Shannon win easily.
Handily whip that ass.
Yeah, they
as you said.
They proved that it wasn't high caliber talent that they.
I can't believe this.
that Matt chose.
I'm shocked.
And so Booker. He, I skipped something. So, we'll say this happened before. So Booker bumps into Lance Storm in the back, and he's like, I know that you're a former world champion. He was like, you were an Impact player in ECW. He's like, come on. But before Booker can make his case, Queen Terry and King William interrupt and say, "Be gone, peasant. You're not part of this kingdom." And Booker stands up and he says that sucker, yeah, exactly. And so King William says that tonight, before this show ends, you will fall to the real counter threat. And Booker says, "Send anyone, I'm ready." So it sets up that Booker is going to be wrestling a member of the faction. And so I originally didn't have that promo, but then I accidentally said Booker early, so I set that up.
Got it.
So Johnny the Bull Stamboli is taking on Jamie Noble.
Cool.
I couldn't begin to tell you what Johnny the Bull's finish is.
No idea.
But for the sake of this story, he is an
elbow drop from the top.
It legitimately was going to be an elbow drop. So
phenomenal.
So Johnny is big and strong, and so he goes to the top after beating down Jamie. He goes for an elbow drop, and Jamie moves. Johnny sells the arm, and so then Jamie, being a smart wrestler, doesn't pick him up for the gutbuster, but he puts him in an armbar.
Oh,
on the mat.
Doesn't pick him up. Wrestler.
And so Johnny the Bull Stamboli taps out Jamie Noble once again in the winner's column.
Man, I'm loving this Jamie Noble winning every week gimmick. I'm a big fan of
that.
Oh,
thanks. Yeah, I also like it a lot. And again, it's just showing off his ring and IQ.
He's smarter than everyone.
Yes. So up next is Booker T coming out for his match with Rook Nowinski, which he wins pretty easily.
Can't believe it.
It's so funny that I keep giving the runner-up to Tough Enough the spotlight matches and the winner.
Meanwhile, poor Maven is just out in the cold, like, I'm here.
Exactly. So I'm going to be generous to Maven. I'm going to give him the semi-main event spot.
Oh, okay, cool.
Maven is going to lose to Chavo Guerrero.
Well,
like it was nobody's business. So originally I had it booked as another wrestler, but because we keep talking about Maven, I'm going to let him look up at the lights.
Get the shine.
So you remember how the prior Smackdown began, the last episode?
What the TV talking about?
Yes. D'Lo Brown challenged Chuck Palumbo.
Yeah.
So tonight in the main event of Smackdown on 10/17 of 2002, and it's been being promoted all night long.
I'm sure.
The first ever television champion, Mark Henry, is challenging the current television champion, Chuck Palumbo.
Okay.
And so we got hoss fight galore.
I'm about to say, I'm just thinking of this fight, and it's like, wow, Big E's wet dream. This is the big meaty men slapping meat.
Exactly. So as much as I love Mark Henry, this is the Chuck Palumbo show right now.
Of course.
And so Chuck hits himself a big boot.
Okay.
And Mark stumbles. There we go. And he hits the ropes. He bounces back. Palumbo hits another running boot. He staggers back. He hits for a second time. He comes back. And this time, instead of going for the boot, I have Palumbo grab Mark's head and slam it into the mat like a flatliner.
Okay.
Because, it's head damage, if you will.
Yeah.
Boot, flatliner.
Good video game logic until you've been playing your fight forever.
So you roll him over. You get that 1, 2, 3, putting over Chuck Palumbo.
Big Chucky P.
Strong in the main event.
Good stuff. Beating a former champion, that makes him great.
And so
this is the third defense.
Yeah. So he beats Ray. He beats D'Lo. He beats Mark Henry. So this is third time. But so the show closes out with the Undertaker coming out to raise Chuck's hand, and the APA coming to check on Mark.
Yeah.
But while Farouk is there with Mark Henry, the former Nation of Domination teammates, Bradshaw is eyeing up the TV champion.
Yeah.
So
I want one.
making a little tease for what's to come. Yeah.